It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll get to see the Eagles' field-stretching tight end. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Eagles and the Falcons. All that and more coming up next.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A very happy New Year to all of you watching this one. Joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, saying hello for the first time. New Year, Brock. And also, as we end another regular season, this our penultimate contest before the NFL calendar flips a page and our postseason arrives.
And this is where you want to put your best foot forward to begin one year and end another. Your New Year's resolution. Start the calendar year off right and get all the effort you got empty the tank over this last couple of weeks. And in this regular season, play the best football you've got in you.
Season as we get underway in Week 17. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And the defense is all over this one for a big...
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He has it at the 33. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Slot man motioned over. 2nd and 6 now. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they take him down right along the 30. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Motioning him from the slot right. On first down, Hurts. He's got Devontae. Sirianni going to have the officials look at this one again. He's throwing that challenge. All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. First and 10, here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled. handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone, instead stopped at the 2. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And they'll bring him down after an all-right game. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Third time's the charm. He gets it again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Nevis with a point after. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Penix now on first down. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. Continuing to move past the 45. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Penix on first down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Penix working from the gun. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And again, it's Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it'll be second down. Penix here from the gun. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. From the shotgun, Penix. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Bertolet able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Independent kicker, man, that is the coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Returns looking good so far. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Eagles and their running back about to get back to work. And that touchdown on their opening drive, more of what we've come to expect from him this season. You can see he's one of the league's best at finding the end zone thus far. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Motion man right is Smith. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Gets everything he has under this. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now lead by 10. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Sidney Brown in on that stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36. Got a man. It's Drake London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. On 1st down, here's Penix. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Penix. Got a man, it's London. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He'll get this complete to Mooney.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Pitts brings it in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing Penix. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good. Get into that rhythm. Start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. He's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And they bring him down right at the 46-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Creed, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
He puts everything behind this one. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Nevis with a point after. And the Eagles lead by 15 now. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Falcons offense returning to the field a final time before the half. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 31. Finds his target, Robinson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He's back to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw it. A massive shot towards the end zone. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Slot set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Eagles returning their offense and this running back to the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll get it up to the 27. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. DJ Reed brings him down that time. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
On first down, Hurts. He's trying to push the field. They connect on the deep shot. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles grow the lead now to 22 points. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. On the return, here comes Reed. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Penix now on first down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And the defender comes away with it.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Penix on first down. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Only took him one play partner. They've already made it to that 40-yard line. Penix working from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Penix here from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Caught near the goal line. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Falcons offense staying on the field, lining up to go for two. And again, it's Penix. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for two. That trims the lead just a little bit. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not...
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. The running back gets it on the draw. And once again, he doesn't manage. Brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Another carry for him. And this one is stopped after getting up past the 35. Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Pulled in at the 20. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. Lateral doesn't work. Fumble! And that goes out through the end zone. So a costly turnover. They're out and set. 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Home to the right. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he's stopped. They get 3 on the run. Put a 1 in front of that now as it brings up 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Mevis able to knock it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. From the shotgun, Penix has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
From the 40 on second down. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. New set of downs for him from the 46.
And the Falcons, first down.
On first down, here's Penix. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on second down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Third down, it's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He sends this one to the end zone. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They'll run here on first down. And he's got this down to the 40. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
The give here on second. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Eagles getting closer to their 10th win of the season. 3rd and just 2 to go. They send a tight end in motion. Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends the lead to 20.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now here come the Falcons. First and 10 now from the 30. Penix. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. Got a man, Robinson has it. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Penix looking to pass. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. Flown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Another chance for him. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a give straight up the middle. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they face the daunting task of taking on the defending champs at home. But wasn't too much of a challenge for them as they leave here with a win.